Wait, hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Okay. Conrad, I did it. Do I turn on my headphones? Wait, do I go on OBS Studio? Start streaming? What do I do? Can they hear me? Go on, go on that iPad and go to,
What do you mean by that? No one's watching.
no, go on here. Just go to Clickage for a second. So I can actually look at my channel. Because I have no subscribers, so it's not going to pop up. Which one did I comment on? Let's see, which one did I comment on? I commented on.
Night. Maybe you should look me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So let's look up newest. Let's look at newest.
No, I didn't do it.
There's only 64 comments. Only 60.
Wait, full turn. Hold on. Wait, full turn. Hold on. Wait, full turn. Hold on. What the heck? What the heck?
Yeah, bro, you got like the lowest quality mic ever. That's why.
Hello? Hello?
Great mic.
What?
Yeah, you have a bad mic.
What?
Yeah, you have a bad mic.
Where's the mic? Where's my headphones? Where's the mic? My God.
You're the only person watching.
There's no one watching. Hold on. Hold on. There's gonna be people watching because I'm just so good like that.
Really?
Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
With a mic like that.
Hey, it's getting better. It's getting better. Hello?
Nice echo.
I don't care.
Nice echo.
Wait, there's echo?
Basically.
No, there's not. Wait, can you see this? Can you see this?
Just like Bedwars.
I will. Can you see this? Can you see my screen?
No.
Why? What's doing that?
Because you suck. That's why. True.
Oh my God. Start streaming. You see this? You see this?
No. It's just like wheel thing. Wheel thing.
the heck? Why?
Because you have a bad mic. See?
Doing this.
Echo.
Hello?
I hope one person joins, so you can get embarrassed.
Wait, did it do better? Is it better?
No.
See? It doesn't do dan.
Half the time it does.
Well, it doesn't, okay.
Ooh, I just saw one person join,
Wait, you did?
but he immediately left.
There's no likes on my stream yet. Yay. Wait.
Great stream.
Wait.
Using YouTube mic. Oh, I see it now.
Wait, you do?
Just kidding.
You kidding me? Oh my god. You can hear my clicks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's no delay. There's no delay.
Oh, no delay? Like 5-second delay.
Yeah, it said there is no delay.
Oh, no delay. Delay. There's many delays.
Here, let me look up something.
Hey, I bet the stream for like blind people, it's gonna be like such a fun time.
Oh my god. To on OBS Studio.
So it's fine.
You want to just exit the stream for a second. I don't want to hear it. Oh my god, stop.
I want to see some more videos. Like
Please don't.
how I met Clay K. No, I want to see this.
I didn't use a mic in this video.
What about your clicks?
I forgot to use a mic. Okay, I didn't forget I used a chat in that video.
What about the
Hold on, I'm looking at the...
I
Yeah,
heard your clicks.
I know.
Why? Bro, top 10
You don't have time to watch
DreamWorks
a
villains.
mess.
Stop, I need to hear this.
In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get up
No,
and
we gotta
running
watch
with
this.
OBS.
I need to hear this. Shut up.
Turn the volume
In today's
up.
video, I'm going to show you how to get up and running with OBS Studio in 5 easy steps, just in case you don't have time to watch a master course from some nerd like me. This video is, of course, sponsored by World of Warships, a great multiplayer strategy game that is honestly a lot of fun. We'll talk about that more later in the video. I'm EqualsVox, your stream professor, and obviously the first step you need to do is simply to download OBS, of course.
I already did that.
You've done that, right? Download OBS Studio
I already did
Install it.
that.
And run it. So we can get up and going. The next step is to run the auto configuration wizard. This may have popped up automatically when you first opened OBS Studio. If not, you can go to Tools, Auto Configuration Wizard. Click that. Then you can specify whether you're optimizing for streaming and recording is just kind of secondary, or if you're primarily recording and not streaming.
Let me see this. Tools. Okay.
In this case, we're going to choose Optimize for streaming. Hit Next. It's going to determine what resolution or frame rate you want to use. 1920 by 1080s, usually the average. Frame rate, 30 or 60, prefer 30 when possible, or 60 or 30, but prefer higher resolution when possible. We're going to say we want a more fluid frame rate because we're doing a game stream, but the prefer high resolution option may be something you want to do if for more fluid secondary, or if you're primarily recording. It's going to determine what resolution or frame rate you want to use. 1920 by 1080s, usually the average. Frame rate, 30 or 60, prefer 30 when possible, or 60 or 30, but prefer higher resolution when possible. We're going to say we want a more fluid frame rate because we're doing a game stream, but the prefer high resolution option may be something you want to do if, for example, you're doing just a webcam stream or a coding stream or an art stream, something where you have a lot of detail you want to show. You may prefer to have higher resolution rather than a higher frame rate, and this is the option available to you for that. But we're going to say 60 or 30, but prefer 60 when possible. Click Next. Choose which platform you wish to stream to and connect your account. In this case, we are streaming to Twitch. We need to connect our account. You can alternatively use a stream key, but that's an outdated way of doing things. Why would you do it that way? So log into Twitch or Mixer or whatever platform you're using. All right, this gives you a couple more options. Prefer hardware encoding, which would utilize your graphics card or integrated graphics card in order to encode the video instead of your processor. This is a lot more efficient, but in some cases can lower quality. If you're on an NVIDIA 20 series or higher graphics card, or you're on a 1650 Super or higher graphics card, you've got a really good graphics card encoder. It competes with what you can probably run on your processor. You're good to leave that checked. If you're on an AMD graphics card or only an Intel iGPU, you'll have to play with this and watch my other videos on whether or not it's worth it. Generally, I'm going to say performance-wise, if performance is your utmost concern, prefer hardware encoding should be checked. If quality is more your concern and you're not on a 20 series or 16 series graphics card, maybe uncheck it, but you'll have to do some tests. And then estimate bit rate with bandwidth tests. That will basically run an internet test and see what internet upload speed your computer can support. That's fine. Click Next. I'm going to run this test using some snow. We love some snow. I wish I could get a way to generate this on my own. I should ask them how to do that. While that test is running, I can tell you about our sponsor for this video, and just gives you different strategies to take as well. Name, you can actually control airplane. You will get some free USS Charleston Japanese ship Ishizuki. I hope I'm saying that right. Go check it out. Link in the description below, and maybe join our Discord where we can chat while we game, because we're going to be playing this on the server. Once your test is complete, it will determine what is the best encoder for recording and streaming that you should use. Hardware encoding being an option, that being NVIDIA's NVENC encoder for me on an NVIDIA graphics card. It's almost as if they said that. I said that. I have fiber internet, so it says the max bitrate of 6 megabits per second is fine for me. It chooses the Twitch server based on auto. It may choose a specific one if you have a bunch that kind of throw errors or don't really work properly, but for me, it's just like, okay, you can use whatever. And then it gives you the option of recording quality to balance that out with your streaming. So I have high quality, medium file size. It may lower your quality or what have you. Chooses your resolution. All of this is based both on your internet upload and your PC's resources. Go ahead and hit apply settings. Okay, your main settings are taken care of. And if you sign in with a stream account, you will be given some panels that you can use for your stream. So for example, I was given here Twitch, chat, and stream information. So I can set my tags, my game name, my stream name, and my Twitch chat. Now these you can actually integrate into OBS's layout. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag chat over here onto the right, so I can always see it. And then the stream information, I don't really need a whole lot, but I'm gonna drag it here with my transitions. And then I can just cut to my transitions tab once I'm done. Now, if at any point in time you accidentally close these or need to find your docs, go to View, Docs, and then you will have your Twitch-related things. There's also an activity feed and stats for Twitch available as well that you can enable and drag and drop within your OBS UI. All right, so we're good, but there's nothing here. So next step is to set up your audio devices. Go to Settings, Audio, and for me, it's all disabled. For you, it might be set to default. So you usually want two things: your desktop sound or your game sound, which comes through your desktop sound, your headphones, your speakers, what have you, and your microphone sound. So for that, we're going to go to desktop sound, and for me, it's under System for my Go XLR. Yours might be speakers, Realtek HD audio, what have you. Typically, it's whatever is assigned as default in Windows Explorer, but that may. So you can click the little speaker icon on the bottom to find that out. Alternatively, you can right-click it. Go to Open Sound Settings. Sound Control Panel. It's going to take a moment to load. Thanks, Windows. And then you'll see a list of available devices for you on your system here. So for example, I have all of my Go XLR devices, but I also have my monitor outputs, my headphone outputs, and things like that. So find which one is what you're actually using. Maybe play a test sound if you need to see which one the volume levels are playing at, and choose that in OBS. Same thing for recording devices. You can actually come in here and figure out which microphone is your recording device here. This one should be my communications device. So we have my microphone, and then if you specifically have a Go XLR, then you have your stream mix, which is everything together. Now, with the Go XLR specifically, the handy thing is you actually don't need the desktop audio device. You can disable that and just set the broadcast stream mix as your microphone. In OBS here, and you have everything, and you just mix it on your Go XLR, and you're good to go. If you don't have a Go XLR, then you do need to balance it. So, for example, chat mic with your system sound, and then that's pretty much it. I would recommend setting your sample rate to 48 kilohertz and then relaunch. OBS as it will require in order to apply the change, as that is what most things are running at these days. Once you have your devices set up, hit apply, and you're good to go on that front. I do recommend setting an advanced setting as a bonus tip here. Come over here to advanced color space 709. Don't touch anything else. Maybe set process. It's priority to high if it's not there already. Don't touch anything else. Just set color space to 709. Leave everything else alone. Hit apply. Don't open that advanced tab again unless you're watching the rest of my course videos where I explain what those do. Right, now that we're done with output devices, you can come in here and you see the levels. Leave everything else alone. Hit apply. Don't open that advanced tab again unless you're watching the rest of my course videos where I explain what those do. Right, now that we're done with output devices, you can come in here and you see the levels bouncing around on your mixer. I generally
Hello, what is up?
recommend taking down your microphone down a couple notches just so you don't risk fully clipping in the software. And then typically you want to bring your system sound down so that you're not overloading your voice. I typically
Hello, what is up? What is up, guys?
go to the minus 20 something range. But this will be a situation where you do lots of test recordings. We'll talk about that in a moment. But typically, you want your system sound in the kind of green bar area here and your microphone sound kind of up here towards the red, but not fully all the way on the right of the red. That's clipping or peaking, and it will distort if your microphone's that far ahead. Audio's done. Next is video. Time to add your video capture devices. So first and foremost, we need to add our webcam. Now you have a few different ways of doing this depending on your source type. Typically go to the minus 20 something range, but this will be a situation where you do lots of test recordings. We'll talk about that in a moment. But typically you want your system sound in the kind of green bar area here and your microphone sound kind of up here towards the red, but not fully all the way on the right of the red. That's clipping or peaking, and it will distort if your microphone's that far ahead. Audio's done. Next is video. Time to add your video capture devices. So first and foremost, we need to add our webcam. Now you have a few different ways of doing this depending on your source type. I'm going to go the normal webcam. This is video. Time to add your video capture devices. So first devices, you can actually good to go as that thing around on your mixer. I generally recommend where you do lots of test recordings. We'll talk about that way on the right of the red. That's clipping or peaking, and it will distort if you can. Now you have a few different ways of doing this depending on your source type. I'm going to go the normal webcam route, and then I'm going to add video capture device. I call this webcam. I'm going to choose my webcam from the list of available webcams. Mine here is this AverMedia PW510 4K webcam. I'm going to choose my webcam from the list of available webcams. Mine here is this AverMedia PW510 4K webcam, 510 whatever. And then you can choose whether it's device default That's typically fine for most people. However, if you want specific settings, for example, I know that I want 1920 by 1080 at 5994 NTSC. Good to go there. Default, that's typically fine for most people. However, if you want specific settings, for example, I know that I want 1920 by 1080 at 5994 NTSC. Good to go there. Now, again, I recommend setting all devices to Rec 709. Color space, but defaults are fine for most people. These are just little nerdy extra details. Once you're done here, hit OK. You may notice that my webcam has added a microphone audio.
It's not there yet. See, it's not there yet. So, I'm watching a video.
Device. This will go into your recordings and streamings if you don't mute it out. So I typically mute it and drag the audio all the way down.
I muted it.
For example, I know that I want 19. Good to go there. Now, again, I recommend set 9 color space, but defaults are fine for most people. These are just little nerdy extra details. Once you're done here, hit OK. You may notice that my webcam has added a microphone audio device. This will go into your recordings and streamings if you don't mute it out. So I typically mute it. And drag the audio all the way down.
What the heck? Whoa.
Down, and I will right click it and hit hide.
What the heck? Right click and hit. What the heck? I don't know how to do this.
Done here, hit device. This will go into your recordings and streamings if you don't mute it out.
Currently, the video.
And drag the audio all the way down, and I will right click it and hit hide. So
Huh?
Video that you won't find.
This.
that it's never going to show up ever again. This may depend on your situation, and for mine, the microphone wasn't even working, but depending on your webcam, you don't want an extra layer of really crappy audio overriding your current audio and messing things up.
Add. Go on my video. See if it's there yet.
So I want to make a new scene here. I'm going to call this game,
No.
and then you need to add.
And it says no one's watching. Except me.
So I want to make a new scene here. I'm going to call this game, and then you need to add your other audio and messing things up. So I want to make a new scene here. I'm going to call this game.
Probably
and then
not
you need to
very
add
good
your other
time to
video.
stream. Since it's
So I want to make a new
9
scene here. I'm going to call this overriding your current audio and messing things up. So I want to make a new scene here. I'm going to call that.
What is up, guys? What are you doing?
This game. Then you need to add your other video. Capture source. Is this going to be a screen capture or a game capture? You have
Early, the most views you have gotten is 8.
to add your other video capture source. Is this going to be a screen capture or a game capture? You have a couple different sources for that. Display capture for your entire monitor. window capture for specific non-game
First
windows, and
your
then game
first
capture
video
for
with
specific
kids.
games. I don't have any games running at the moment while recording this tutorial, so I'm just going to enable a simple display capture.
Do I just
No.
game catch?
That's fine. And I'm going to choose the monitor I wish to capture, which in this case is going to be this monitor because it's enable a simple display capture. That's fine. And I'm going to choose the monitor I wish to capture.
I don't even know how to get this out of the screen.
Which in this case is going to be
Your bids suck.
this monitor because it's my only blank one. And then if it's too big, right click.
This monitor is the best because you got
Transform. Fit. To screen. And that is going to fit
wow,
because it's my only blank one. And then if it's too big, right click, transform, fit to screen. And that
But I don't even know how to do this.
well, maybe you should just stop the stream.
Why? I need
You
to
don't know
figure out how to do it.
Well, maybe you should just stop the stream.
I did it.